Hello there. Welcome to my next stream, Fields of Mistria. Bought this game a little bit ago. And I am okay. First of all, I gotta get myself into the mood, so there's that. Second of all, we're gonna be streaming Fields of Mistria, which is a game I bought a little bit ago. It's a cool farming game. It does a lot of things that I really like, and hopefully it'll be a fun show stream. Largely, though. Okay, now let's just get into this. So, gameplay. My mind is going blank for whatever reason, but yeah. So, I played it a little bit, not a ton. I really enjoyed what I did play of it. Actually, let me get the audio up. And I feel like there's some aspects of it that I think are very cool. I don't see a lot of games do it. And I think they do things in creative ways and the like. Saw what? Bina. Okay, so new game. It's actually also been probably been approaching a month since I actually last played the game. Huh. I did, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. Should I do voices or should I not? Maybe. I'm trying to decide right now. It's like, one, it takes more energy. Two, it kind of, I don't know, feels weird. But at the same time, not right now. This is like my favorite opening because straight up they basically end up going, so how is the town revitalization plan coming along? You know, it's going quite well. However, you know, I've done the bare minimum. I've cataloged the earthquake's damage. I listed out the various repairs. And I have made the plans, but I gotta actually do it. Oh yeah, pretty much just JRPG Stardew Valley. You know, I did all of this. You know, I did all of it. I did the work. I planned everything, but I can't bring myself to actually do anything. Man, if only they had an entire Stardew Valley-sized JRPG town of helping hands. If only they could attract new villagers. That's what wait. I've got an idea. Such a beautiful place, small town charm, history of the air, the rolling farmland. Guys, we're so selfless in this, but that's it. What if we just bribed somebody to help us? It's peak peak opening. Oh my gosh, I'm too lazy to actually fix my town, so what if we hired somebody to fix it for us with the old town that nobody owns? Wait. Oh my gosh, it is basically just America. Manifest destiny. Here's some land in exchange for doing all of the work to make that land worth something. You even gotta, like, travel like a pioneer. Okay. No, that's too loud. Okay, that should be good. How's the audio? Oh, yeah, character creator, though. This is peak. So, name. And, like, I think people who appreciate this sort of stuff, I guess, would appreciate this sort of stuff. So, first of all, pronouns. It's a small thing. Wait, oh, I gotta get some face cam on. Wait a moment. There. Okay. It's a small thing, but, like, it does so much. Oh, sorry. Is it better now? Yo. Welcome, Corleb, to the stream. It's a very small thing, right, the pronouns, but, like, it does so much for enjoyment, I think. And I haven't seen any other game do something like this. I feel like so many games, like, the most they've done is, here's this vague feminine or vaguely masculine character creator, so they don't mention gender. But this kind of, like, mixing that vague do not mention gender, plus you can just straight up decide what people refer to you as, it just opens up so many possibilities, you know? And, like, even if most people are just gonna pick this or this, the people who are going to be picking this stuff are really going to appreciate it. Birthday. I'm surprised Stardew Valley doesn't have a birthday. There's a part of me that's like, I swear Stardew had a birthday. But it doesn't. I know that other Harvest Moon games did, and I feel like it's a weird decision because it just adds so much. Especially when every other character has a birthday. Like, you know? Every other character has a birthday, and then you just don't get one. Okay. Are you gonna name your farm? I typically name mine, like, Robotics Club. I'm not sure if that's gonna be my final find name. Character creator. Oh yeah, the character creator is great as well. So, like, hair sorted by length, that actually is really nice. Stardew Valley's, okay. I love Stardew Valley's character creator. I do not love its UI. I love how much creativity there is in it. I love how much, like how much you can do with it for the sort of game it is. I do not like how much, like, I don't like how difficult it is to score through. I have a lot of issues with the fact that Stardew Valley, like, you have to, like, click the numbers and everything, and it's all just blah, you know? Yeah, exactly, Accessory 57, like, this is all visual, so you can see everything. So you can just go, oh, I want this hair. And then you can go into color. Admittedly, this is a wide range of colors. I think I prefer how Stardew Valley does color. Actually, no. This is better from an ease of use standpoint. But, like, yeah. Just constantly clicking the arrows and everything. But, like, color is slightly better because you can basically choose any shade you want at all. Like, every single shade's available to you because of how they do it. But, like, you also have to sit down and really go through the process of getting every single shade. Here, I can just go, oh, I want this color and whatnot, and I want this sort of hair. You know? Why is there no green? I guess I'll go normal then. Okay, so like, yeah. And the hairstyle selection is pretty good. It actually widens up, I believe, as the game goes on, so like, you do get access to more stuff. So that is also quite nice. Why don't I just go with, like, maybe that? I think I prefer blue. I like this. Maybe. Actually, no. That's great. I think. Yeah, you got backpack and a cape. Shoes and everything, right? Pants. And you just get so many colors to choose from. Hats. See. Luffy. This character creator gets an extra point entirely because you can be Luffy. No cap. Like that, no cap. Yeah. It's just better because you can. Like just the options, even like the different headband shades, plus different shade of actual like hat. That's just great. It is quite nice. Witch's hat. I think one of my favorites is actually down here. Ooh, this actually might. I like the goggles. Oh, and then the hijab. That's like, once again, it's just like small things where it's like, you know, it's doesn't actually take away from the game much. And I mean, it's the sort of stuff that will get this game added to a woke list. Goggles is the worst? What? Why? I think they're quite good, actually. Like, it's just small things that, like, obviously, for people who are stupid, they're gonna be like, I can't believe it, this game appeals to people who aren't me. But, like, it's small. It does so much. It does so much for the play experience. And it, like, for a game like this where it is so important that you have the ability to be anything or anyone or yourself, like, no matter who you are, you can be yourself. It just does so much for the game. Oh. You hate Goggles, the character. Rip. Splatoon manga. We shall never ever see good quality Splatoon manga. All because they decided on comedy. I like this. Purple is nice for the pants. Maletum. Maybe why not? Black Mesa Farm. What name is there? I mean, that is fair, like, from what it seems like. They never really, like, they were pretty successful, and they can make, it's very easy to make more for each game. the amount each Splatoon game adds is plenty. Like, plenty good. Yeah. Yeah, let's go for robotics. Honestly, it doesn't even really matter, because this has one of my favorite things ever that I've seen any robotics club. It's reference to like a anime / visual novel I like. Okay. That seems good enough. So like, that's great. There's some other things that I really liked from what I saw from this game. Oh my gosh, it's Battleware. He's a traveling merchant. I also kind of appreciate the like older anime vibes they're going for. It doesn't really change my opinion on the game much. Like it could be most styles and I would still think, yeah, this game's good. But like I think the style it does go for is pretty fun. And the game really does kind of separate itself from like Stardew visually and gameplay wise. Like I would argue there are many aspects where this game is better than Stardew. That's not, I would argue partially that's not saying too much. Stardew is like the in and out of farming sims. You know, it's, yeah. Well, Harvest Moon sort of is, but like I feel like Stardew is kind of dethroned Harvest Moon as the in and out of farming sims, because it's basically this really, really good farming sim game that focuses on that core. But like ultimately there's different aspects of it that aren't quite as good as they could be. Like the characters, great, but like are they the best cast of characters you've ever seen in a farming game? No, they aren't. But they're still good. Like, right? And same with like farming gameplay. The farming gameplay is great. After a certain point, it's all kind of done for you, which is like, it makes it fun when you're working towards that, but afterwards it can be a bit more boring. Wait. But like, when you play Stardew, yeah, that's fair. It's like, it's got a lot of great aspects. It's a very fun game. I love it a lot. I have like 150 hours plus, probably more like 200 at this point. I mean, varying playthroughs across all devices. I've tried out modded. Partially, I kind of am like, modded adds almost too much content sometimes, although that's partially my fault because I download like 50 plus mods for the definitive modded experience. Because I'm like, I love learning new things, so I'm going to learn new things about modded Stardew. Right? But like, the thing about... Oh yeah, this is introducing one of my favorite pieces of this game, actually. Jumping! You can jump! Like, this game really sets itself apart just by how you traverse the environments, you know? Like, Stardew is very much so that, like, it follows Harvest Moon to a pretty heavy degree, and what it really added was those RPG elements, as opposed to, like, everything else, you know? So, oh, it's wonderful to meet me. Well, you basically are just giving me this land in exchange for helping you with something you're too busy or too lazy to do yourself. So, like, but yeah, the little like hair, whatever. Like, the animations are great in this game. I think like they did a good job. I kind of dislike the fact that it's an early access. I mean, I don't know. they've got most of the game here, if you ask me. And I get, like, thinking about it, maybe, like, depends on the size of the team. If this was all, like, 1 or 2 people, sure, maybe, like, adding an entirely new NPC, that could theoretically be a month of work, plus all the other stuff they add. But it still is kind of just, like, I get why you release stuff in early access. There's just aspects of this that I'm like, you probably should have had that released first, and then instead, more so taking a Stardew Valley approach, almost live service, where it's, I'm going to release updates and add new content regularly, like semi-regularly, that doesn't necessarily interfere with the original content, but is like juicy and you can really sink your teeth into it. Like, that is the one thing Stardew Valley I think did really well, is their free updates. Okay, Pixel Art isn't easy. Yeah, I'd agree that Pixel Art isn't easy, but also part of this game style might make it a little bit easier sometimes. Like, I'm just saying that, like, if I was doing this, I would draw, like, it seems, it's kind of clear to me that they basically drew a character, and then they, like, made pixel art over it, sort of deal. But, like, I guess you do have a point there. I can understand why it takes time for them to release updates. It's just sort of, is like, why isn't there marriage in the game yet? After they've made all of the pixel arts for all of these romanceable characters and stuff, where's the, like, I don't know, wait, yeah, okay, that's where I was going. The really big thing you have to add is, like, more character moments, and most of that is writing, and maybe a little bit of animation work. Like, I don't think it would take me any more than 2-3 days. Even then, probably less. It depends on how good and versatile the engine that they've put together is. Because, like, ultimately, if you ask me, even though this game is made in its own, like, in an engine, a game, like, eventually becomes its own engine if you make it right. You know, like, if you make it in just the right way so that the things that you need to add more content through, you can easily add more content through, it then becomes an engine in and of itself for adding new content to the game. So, like, if they designed Fields of Mistria, right, they should be able to almost just go copy and paste their code for a character and then modify all of their things to be right, which would take a long time because there's a lot of things you have to do, like daily routine, dialogue, wherever they live, all of that stuff. But you should at the very least have pretty much like almost a spreadsheet sort of deal, right? Like, literally just, you have your code, you change up the numbers and the variables, and boom, your character is just gonna follow that list. So you don't need to recode a lot of the stuff, I guess. And that does take time, and to be fair, I think they've been making, like, what? Let me go check the Steam. So, today they released the second major update, which is, woo, I forgot to mention that I'm playing this game with the second major update. The first major update came out, what? In November? Okay. That's not bad. It's just, this game released it entered early access in August. Yeah. You know what? To be fair though, if I was them, I would be relaxing. Cuz I think this game was relatively successful, all things considered. It's got like a ton of reviews, all of that. And yeah. I just didn't realize that they released on August 5th. That was, wow. So, they're releasing updates like every 4 months, I'd say. like, looking at what they add in 4 months, though, I'm not sure. Who knows, though? It could also be, like, they're doing this part-time. It could be, once again, I guess it's probably only 2 people. They do have to do pixel art for all of the stuff. And pixel art is easy, I think, in chunks. Especially once you know how to do it. But to be fair, making, like, this entire screen probably, like, even just this screen probably took a while. Because you have to make this, which definitely took a bit, right? Like, all of the shading and stuff, the heart. You have to make the character. You have to make these dialogue options. You have to make the dialogue options extend, which might be supported in the engine. I haven't, like, worked with this engine yet. I don't know if I ever will, to be fair, but yeah. And then you have to make, like, this hill design. You have to design the houses and all of that. And all of that is, like, trying to make it a coherent style. It all takes time. So there is that. It just sort of is, like, 4 months. I don't know. I want to see how much content this game has. The hope is that it has enough to justify what they're charging now, because otherwise it will not be worth, like, $4. Like, it won't be worth the $14. I'm used to roughing it, honestly. They haven't even gotten the house set up. It probably took me like a week to get here anyways. What, were they slacking off on it? All I'm saying. Fraud, Adeline, and Island, whatever his name is. You and your brother are frauds. Can I also mention the fact that you guys both live in, like, the biggest house, and it is huge? Like, this house is gigantic. And they're like, oh man, what am I gonna do? And then they refuse to, like, make up my house within the week or something it probably took me to travel here. Wow, that was fast. Yeah, that is pretty fast, considering the fact that you didn't start it until today. I'm good. I've already seen this room. You know, maybe I was a bit too harsh on the fraud allegations. Vegetable soup. Oh, right, I got a job. Ugh. I got a job I have to do. I'm planning to stream until like 10 o'clock or so. I think I want to wake up earlier tomorrow so I can get to school. Maybe. I'll think about it. I'm definitely streaming until 10 o'clock. After that, it depends on how I'm feeling and how much fun I'm having. I might go to 12 if I still feel like I'm full energy. Alright. Thanks for hopping on. Please hop on again once you're back. Sword. Soup. Thank you. Okay. Oh my gosh, cover art character. Technically, we aren't really neighbors, but okay. I feel like Sea-Lion's the only character where this game's like old anime art style really sticks out. But yeah. Okay. Thank you. I love the flowers. I'm more into potatoes. Huh. Ooh, yeah. The guy. I want some of that sweet water, if you know what I'm saying. I'd let him. I think I need to lie down. So sorry guys, I gotta end the stream now. Yeah, let me just yeah, I gotta spend some time thinking about Now that is how you get self-conscious, is you make a joke and then you see concurrent viewers go down to 0 and you're like guys, look, I promise I'm not one of those 0 viewers. You just gotta not let it get to you. It's actually kind of interesting what I've seen about streaming. I'd love some tips from you too. Thanks, but I already know my way around a farm. Wow, so you've done this before, that's great. Yeah, I have, in several past lifetimes. Okay. I forgot that it actually takes a bit for them to give you your other tours. This game actually kind of sounds a little bit like Earthbound. I think my only biggest complaint, truly, I know this is weird, but you don't have to refill the watering can. That's not how it... I don't mind it per se, it's just... It's like my only real issue. Yeah, and then you can jump. And here's the other great thing. You can swim too, and it's so natural. Like, you don't even need to find bridges and stuff. Oh, and then there's fish, and the fish are like Animal Crossing fish. Like, it opens up movement so much. And like... Sure, in theory, some of these options can help lower the amount of roadblocks you can give players, but does that really matter to an extreme degree? Harvest. Yeah, this game feels so much better to play than Half-Life. I don't know why. Also, because I can just talk about video games more. Sea line. I guess we technically are neighbors. It's just there's still a bit of distance there, and to me, living in suburbia, I'm like, a neighbor has to be within like 10 feet of your house. Balor. It's just like, yeah, this game's good. I think they do a lot to make it interesting and fun. Fraudaline. Villagers are gonna post a quest and continue to enslave me while I repay my debt. Basically, there's a system where you gain town renown, so you basically level up. You level up the town's, like, level. Renown level. It's just basically a, how well known is it? How well known is the town? How well is it, quote-unquote, valued in number? Like, town rank, that sort of deal. So, like, of Mistria's Baron. Fraudeline. Greet the townsfolk. Sure. You're giving me money just to talk to people? This will be easier than I thought. And what can I do to make you like me, Adeline? I ordered 2 on my charisma check. I got turned down. You could give me a julep. And that's it, I guess. Not sure. I'll grow all of the juleps for you. Wait. That wasn't tulips, that was turnips. I also kind of appreciate how, like, open this game is with its, like, first of all, Stardew Valley is like, oh yeah, you can't enter everybody's rooms. This game lets you enter everybody's rooms, so that's interesting. I dislike it to a certain point. I feel like it kind of makes sense in Stardew where, like, of course people wouldn't be comfortable with you just suddenly showing up and then entering their room. But it's fine. I guess this game's going for something different, and that works. But shops. You can just walk up to the front and just shop. It's crazy. Oh, and character stuff. You can modify everything within your character immediately. Oh, I forgot to modify the eyes. Okay. Yeah. It's like, it's just nice. There's a lot you can do, and it is very well made, I guess. I feel like there's a lot of good quality of life stuff, and there's a thing where a lot of games will kind of just have a lot of quality of life issues, and they just end up getting fixed by mods, and people just accept it. But, like, this game, I feel like, from so far, how much I've played, doesn't really need those quality of life additions. Of course, there's also a lot of games that, like, keep certain things in, because unironically, like, in Terraria is the worst for this. People will play modded Terraria and be like, oh my gosh, I never realized how badly I wanted the game to play it so for me. Because that is how it kind of ends up feeling in Terraria sometimes. It's like, oh yeah, you mine every single ore when you mine it. And then you can also see every ore. And then you can also... that sort of thing. But, like, I'd say it makes some sense, because after a certain point, like, once you've played through the progression system of Terraria before, you've played through the progression system of Terraria. Pokemon is very much so similar in this. Like, how many Nuzlocke YouTubers are like, I've played through this game 1,000 times. I'm gonna go and... Hello, Teresa. Fisher. It's Hayden. Is he taken? Let's go. He's single. We've got goals now. I'm gonna make my farm big and strong, just like Hayden. Once I get access to the like sickle and crap, I can actually clean up my farm. Kind of wish they gave you tools day one, but it's fine enough. Animals. Like, the designs are good enough. Why can't I want to jump on top of the seesaw. Game, let me seesaw. Let me saw the sea. Let me see the saw. Oh, I saw the saw. Okay. I saw the saw. But if I saw the saw, then who's sawing? Who saw? Who? Okay, this bit's bad. Okay. Gotta keep on playing. Fraudeline. Hello. There's a museum too. Let's go. Eventually, I'll be able to collect stuff. Wait, crap, I gotta plant my seeds. This happens like every single time I play a game like this. Let me also get some wild berries so I can get more cash. Cash money, cash money, cash money. Guys, if I don't get 1,000 gold by the end of today, I am going to eat a warhead. But what are they called again? Wait, let me check real quick. Warheads. They're called warheads. Which one's the left one? Where's the blue? The blue Sebby. Jesse. You must eat the blue Jesse. Jesse. That's right. Harkening back to the challenges I grew up with. We're gonna be eating some sour candy. Just for fun, I guess. And also because from what I can gather, people really like watching people be in extreme pain. Question is what challenge? I'll say this, yeah. If I don't manage to get 10,000 gold by the end of spring, or if I can't reach spring by the end of this stream, I'll be eating it. And I can already taste it. Okay. Chat. Would you rather have unlimited, but no, or unlimited, but no? Hard choice, right? Bush trying to chop down my tree. Dude, out. Fryland. Out of my farm. Get off my lawn. Off of my lawn, Fraudland. I don't care if it's opening up, if it's covering old stonework. You're chopping down my tree. Of course it is surprisingly tough. It's my bike. You also woke me up at the crack of dawn, like... An honorary member. You're giving me more responsibility in exchange for chopping down my tree on my lawn. Fine. But only because I'm curious about that statue. I'll drop it down. Also because you're giving me an axe, and I actually really need an axe. But after this, a tree is going up right there, right again. Now I have to fix this statue? Come on. Dragon statue. I did literally nothing. But okay. I'd actually say connecting Mistria with your future is the key to your future, but you do you, I guess. Thank you for this axe. That is the one good thing that came out of this. Well, also this, technically. Because that actually gives me skill points and stuff later on. I've already visited the museum, but sure. Chopping down some wood. Why does it keep emptying my inventory? Oh, wait. Okay. Wait a moment. It's fine. These are actually worth, like, very little. Okay, let's check the quest board. Let's see, it's reading more. Oh, give item. I guess she liked it enough. Oh, and this bar that shows you how, like, close you are to getting another heart is just so good. Oh, and it's not like 10 hearts. It's just, yeah. From what I hear, the character's actually pretty good, to be honest. Do a bro a favor. Sure, bro. Okay. Fraudeline. Oh, sorry, something got in my throat. I don't know what that was. Yeah, by the way, just to see the mansion. Look at it. They've also got plenty of farming space. Like, this is so significantly bigger than everything else in this town. And these people are straight up like, I can't do it. Like, these guys are cheating at life. And, like, sense of achievement, what have you achieved in your life? Farland? Fraudland? Exactly. Nothing. You've achieved nothing. Man. I've explored this one. Okay. Oh yeah, there's another pathway to the side here. This is the room where it happened. Nobody was in the room where it happened. Yeah, that room. That room. I should check something. Cause like my thing does not update regularly. So I'm just curious as to whether or not my channel, like, live stuff, information is more accurate now. Nope, it's pretty much the same. I got 2 likes though. Wait. Oh geez, I've already been streaming an hour. That went by quick. Oh man, we gotta repair the bridge. Then we're gonna go get the pickaxe then. What? Wasn't it? Oh wait, maybe I haven't completed the quest yet. Do a bro a favor. I gotta talk to him. So I gotta keep an eye out for Edmund. Oh yeah, here's the other thing. Look at the map. You can see where people are. If you've talked to them before, you can actually see where they are on the map. So once you get to know people... Rich. We're rich. You're rich. I don't need any of that. Okay. So you must be the blacksmith. I was angry I didn't compliment him after so obviously. Wow. Whoa, I've made it. That's crazy. Guys. Wait. Yeah. Guys. It's got like 1 million something views. I've made it, guys. I've done it. We're rich. We're rich. I'll have a few accounts like that eventually, probably, unironically. Like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Oh no, I've made it when I have my first 100k view video. But it's really just like a shot in the dark, ultimately. Oh, you're back. Welcome back, Arbidabina. Thank you for hopping on. Yeah, I can feel my ability to talk waning a little bit. There was like, so I watched a video actually on streaming. But what's weird is trying to apply it, I guess. It kind of brought up this concept of like segments, and how like you introduce something, you really get into the meat of it, and then you have some kind of conclusion, and your goal is to really add stakes. But this right now is not the kind of stream where I feel like I can do that. Yeah, it is a lot softer. Oh my gosh. I think you put into words very much so what I was thinking, I guess. You put into words very well. I knew that I feel like it's a lot, like, Stardew feels so edgy, like hard, like the edges are just, it feels like pixels will cut you. This game feels a little bit more like there's just pixels, I guess. Like, it's just less definition, whereas Stardew feels like, you know? March. Oh my gosh, that's now! Don't you keep up? I'm here by special request. Yeah. Don't you keep up? I'm here, and here now, to get land. Yeah, I'm just here for land. I'm only helping you because I had to for the land. Getting a handout? Yeah, of course I'm accepting a handout. That's been this entire thing. Like, keep up. Keep up. I'm here for handouts. Yeah, see me out. I want to be out. You done giving me stuff? He doesn't mean it. Of course he means it. I'm just surprised he hasn't realized the truth yet. Give March a chance? I've already given him a chance. And all he did was insult me. Frankly, he was right, but still. Come on. We all know that I'm not here to talk to your brother. I'm here for the land and handouts. Actually. Otherwise, why would I be here? Why would I be here? Why? Exactly. Oh my gosh, you can jump. Nothing is better than free stuff. I better be now we are in the same mind wave. Nothing is better than free stuff. Children. Nerd. Bro looks like he's about to go. Actually. What? You like bugs? That's so weird. You like bugs? Actually, my name's Luke, and I'm a junior member of the Royal Society of Entomology. Bro already is sending off nerd a point. Nerd radar. Nerd eye. Just. I get a birthday card from them every year in recognition of my work. Bro does all of this work just for a birthday card. Massive nerd. Bro's like, I discovered a new insect, and the Junior Society is just like, wow, that's really cool. I'm gonna go publish a paper on it. In exchange, here's a birthday card. That's probably how it goes. How am I actually doing on meeting people? 13 out of 22. I'm halfway there. I admittedly have already completed this quest and seen all the characters, except for the new one they added in the update today. Dell. Oh my gosh. It looks like Scout Finch from How to Kill a Mockingbird. Yeah, you can jump in this game. I remember playing Skylanders Swap Force. And like Skylanders Giants, you couldn't jump. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Skylanders Swap Force is amazing. I can jump! That was like the best part of that game for me. Was just the fact that I could jump. Was this the new character? No. Dude's got that dad energy. Out. I'm pleased to meet you. I only did that because I knew it would give me the most friendship points, okay? I guess. I like the style, to be honest. It's just, yeah. I mean, a farming game doesn't really need much, to be fair. Like, I get what you mean, yeah. I feel like what the game kind of makes up for it is kind of in the character creator. A little bit. I think the only thing this character creator does wrong. That's true. The only thing the character creator does wrong is the colors. Like, the fact that, like, Stardew lets you really go in depth. I feel like what this game really needs is an advanced and an easy option. Because what I like about the colors is that you can just see all of them and you don't really need to go after a specific color. Salmon berry season. Salmon run. Oh yeah, then there's this stuff. You can make... Oh my gosh, you can make tiles? Okay, that's actually really cool. The fact that you can actually fully customize things, even to the point of tiles and stuff. And I mean, it is ultimately just a tile map. You're basically just manipulating the already existent tile map. That's just interesting. Bridge. The fact that you can swim is just so peak. I think the only real issue I have with this sort of art style is you have these portraits. First of all, oh my gosh, it's Fallon. But like, I feel like these sort of characters are fine, and I understand why they're low detail, it just makes everything easier. These don't really represent the characters very well. Like, it basically just represents the colors easily. But like, Holt versus Holt's actual design, I mean, he kind of looks like he's in a poncho. From here, it's like, oh yeah, he's like, you know, in a bunch of work clothes. But like, the fact that to get the detail of his bandana, there's only 1 pixel between the bandana and his bag. Whereas when you actually talk to him, his portrait, there's so much space between his bandana and his like actual waist. It's just like issues. Doggo. Doggo. Can you pet the doggo? You can pet the doggo. That means everything. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's Shantae from the hit platformer series Shantae, half genie. What's a lady like you? Back row to bathhouse, eh? The low bit rate, like, laugh. He drank too many beer, and now everyone has to suffer. Wait, who drank too much beer? I think the only thing I'd say about this art style is truly the fact that I don't know how consistent it is. Like, you look at Sea Lion, and Sea Lion looks like this is an 80s anime. Like, Sea Lion looks so much like that. The hair, the eyes, all of that. This character looks like they're from, like, Coffee Talk or something. You know, like this more like millennial video game sort of style, right? And I don't know what it is, but it's just, you know? Part of it might actually just be because they don't really have many references for this sort of design. I'm all about crafting. Like, one specific, like, his hair. I don't think that hairstyle showed up much in classic anime. And I feel like the hair is kind of the thing that really defines classic anime. Yeah. And that inconsistency can cause some issues. Also, so many of these characters have bandanas. I don't really mind it too much, though. It just sort of is like a thing. Once again, this actually is something kind of weird about just walking into somebody's house. Here's the clinic. Okay. Bro looks like the chairman from Hunter x Hunter. He looks like he's about to punch the crap out of me. Oh, dude, I meant no offense. That's the funny thing about this game. That mechanic doesn't exist. Don't admire it. I literally just got a bunch of free land. Seriously. By the seed of my plant. This guy. I don't normally commit murder, but for today I'll make an exception. Wait, who are you? See, like, this is so 80s. Oh my gosh. I think it's the eyes. I think it's seriously just the eyes. Like, look at that. The eyes and, like, facial structure. That's all it is. Yeah, I heard there was free land up for grabs. Yeah, and the hair, too. Like, that looks very Sailor Moon-like, actually. But then, like, her, you see it, but not entirely. And I think it's very much so the eyes that, like, the hair sort of creates that feeling. The face, not quite so much. And the eyes, not quite so much. And, like, this character, you don't see it as much because the hair and the eyes aren't really in that style. Same with the Carpenter character before. Phoenix Wright cosplay. Actually, this guy looks like a Persona character, if you ask me. Dude, change his hair color to yellow, and you've got, like, Ryuji. You know? Oh yeah, turn in. Fraudaland. Oh, the wild berries I asked for. I couldn't be bothered to go up to a bush and press E. Fraud. Like, this hair is very much so not in that style. I guess the face is a little bit. Let me actually look up. Let me look up Tuxedo Mask for reference. Yeah, the biggest issue is that, like, I feel like the male characters aren't quite as defined per se. I've now got a reference for what old anime male characters look like. Is that 10 pre-release? Oh, have they opened up the, this Friday? I'll have to go check. Let me go sign up for that now. Did they open up the, registration? You know, yeah, I see it. I guess they kind of follow the style. I can see why this looks like Tuxedo Mask. Oof. I'm like 3 people off from capacity. Okay. I'll probably make it in then. I just have to go and see if I actually can make it, if it fits in my schedule. That's actually pretty exciting. One Beast TCG. You see, I would get that reference if I played Limbus Company. I still need to finish Library of Marina. Give me a bowl. Thank you. Please, bartender, may I have a bowl of soup? No! Sea Lion. No! Let's go. Breaking and entering percent. Freebie! That's what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. Sea Lion, if you ever start making puns like your dad, I will judge you. That guy has a problem. I actually really kind of like the characters in this game. They actually do feel a little bit more fun than they did in Stardew. Like the characters in Stardew do. I feel like the characters in Stardew, they would kind of interact, but they never really would. You know? Oh my gosh, guys. 12 views. That's 1 view. Dragon. There's a dragon. I can't believe. Dude. I can't believe I put Lewis's undies in the hot pot in the tavern and then ate the soup from the tavern. Guys, there's lore to this game. I do kind of appreciate the JRPG vibes. That makes it fairly fun. Guys, I can now collect essence. I already know the tutorial. I am on it. What? See, this is farming, but there's dragons. Sorry that was so confusing. Down rank up. Nearly to the next level after that. Yeah, Queen. Basically, it's actually pretty traditional. Harvest Moon has characters like that too. There's like a Harvest Goddess character. I might just like look them up. Like, Let me just show this. That's also true. But yeah, like, Harvest Moon has had a history of having this, like, god character over the valley, or whatever else, that basically there's some plot around, and that tends to be, like, the main plot of the story. Bro grew tired after speaking with me once. I do kind of like the animations in this game. There's also no, like, there's no limit to where you can go time-wise. There's no, like, oh yeah, this place is closed after this time. It's just, it's open. Which is also very convenient. Okay, I gotta repair the bridge. That's a bit of a resource grind. One shot? Bro, one shot's so good. Unironically, if you're watching this and you haven't played One Shot, you should play it. And also, Queen, you should finish One Shot if you haven't already. Are you playing One Shot right now, Queen? Do you have time to play One Shot right now? Do you have the capacity to play right now? Because you should be playing right now. If you have the capacity to. And Arbiter, if you haven't played One Shot yet, you should 100% play it. True. Sure. I always enjoy telling people because it gives them another chance, an opportunity to be another soul who has played Peak. Because One Shot is indeed Peak. I mean, I'm not gonna grab the full plush, but like, I have the Nico plush from Fangamer. Why isn't it your kind of game? It's only like 5 hours. You can expand the farm. Yeah, that's cool. Time to get the numbers of how much I need to build this bridge. A big project? Well, guess what? You hired me for a reason. I love how they haven't actually brought up for discussion the possibility they could just take his wagon in with all of the resources needed for construction. Also, how bad of an earthquake was this? They, like, experienced, what, the big one? I suppose I could lend a hand. Like, I guess I could. Like, seriously, when I was in the Capitol, and they said, hey, here's some free land. Queen? Hey, local farmer, fix this. I mean, they did technically give me the land in exchange for helping them out with stuff like this. But I'm still gonna do it reluctantly, you know? It's about the principle of the matter. Like, Fraudeline and Fraudland, dude, they're straight up, like, the opening of this game is like, I moved to a starter town and now I have to fix a friggin' bridge coming this autumn. Queen. I can't unsee it now. It's Hal. It's Hal from Hal's Moving Castle. What? Why? You've actually ruined it. No, I cannot unsee that now. Baylor looks like Hal. That's crazy. No, but like, seriously, the first thing they do is ask me to repair a bridge. Look, I get that you hired me to do it, but like, if I had a nickel for every single game, so every single farming game where you, like, the first quest is like repair a bridge. Oh my gosh. I'd have enough nickels to afford a farming game. A thoughtful strike with a pickaxe. You know, I've gotten this new TV and I need to move my old one. I know how. Let me go hit it with my pickaxe real quick. Oh, great. I got hay. Now it's time to destroy some rocks. I think it's just like, I love how the opening straight up like, oh man, after this earthquake, I don't know what to do. I've got all of these plans for what we need to do to save the town, but like, I just got nobody to like execute these plans. And then they turn into a mirror and they're like, nobody at all. There's nobody in the world in this town, like nobody in this town who could possibly execute all of these plans. Nobody to help. Nobody at all. We're all just so busy, you know? So busy to fix up our own town. I got it! Eureka! There's an old town. Let's go. There's an old farm. Let's go give some people this farmland, and then they can do the repairing for us. And the rest is history. I just find it so funny. But yeah. Exactly. Oops. I am now out of energy. Let's go talk to people now. How many people have I talked to so far? Booch. Yeah, I got 60 of that. Oh, I've already completed it. Okay. Honestly, if they wanted somebody, like, if they wanted to give somebody free stuff and not them be indebted to them, they should have just become parents. Yeah, that's all they had to do was adopt a kid, and then the kid would be forced to do stuff for them. Plus, the kid doesn't have really much of a life. His life is them now. They're adopted, so, like, what are they gonna do otherwise? Collect. Time to get some more stuff. My first checkup. Crap. I can't do anything. You know what? I have a secret tool that'll help us later. Nom nom nom. Getting this cleared out. There's also like bug catching and stuff in this game, like there is in Animal Crossing. Like a lot of this game is basically a blend between like Animal Crossing and Stardew. Frankly. Now it's nighttime. What I'm really curious about is whether or not this game has you, like, get knocked out late at night. Or if you can straight up, like, go until late. Okay. I'm halfway there. I think I'm definitely gonna be... Yeah. Actually, it's about... Okay. I think this is a good time Sleeps with goggles on. Classic Splatoon moment. I think this is a good time to take a break. So I'll be back soon. Gonna get some water and stuff. So see y'all in like 10 minutes. I'm back. Okay. This game on. Game on. I actually have been enjoying this game a fair bit. I mean, I enjoyed it when I was playing it before. It was more so just like a focus thing. Like, you know, I would pretty much just end up getting distracted every single time I tried playing and sitting down to play it. So this is nice. Rain. It's also nice because I get to just chop down trees for the next little bit. Millie reference. Millie is the goat. You can, like, a part of me is like, I am enjoying this enough. I feel like I could go on a bit. It's farm themed? Oh wait, you've actually seen the context. I haven't. I haven't played Limbus yet, so I don't know exactly what character that's for or anything. Actually. Okay, then I won't play it. Of a contractor? Oh, yeah. I'm not here to farm. I'm only here to repair bridges, break bridges, and then repair them again. Okay, I've got enough wood. Close to enough stone. What else should grab? Enough. Need like 53. I need to get that stone number to 30 to 60. I do like how you have to like actually do something that changes the environment to run out of energy, otherwise it just won't count. So the game's trying to make sure that like your energy is efficiently spent, I guess. Also the fact that strength is 1-to-1 is kind of nice. Pretty much, yep. That's Stardew. Wait, what? There's a jump button? What's a jump? Just give me leveling. Gives a stamina boost. One of those two. Huh. Something's bugging him. Says the entomologist. Close to the bridge being ready. That's nice. It's also just kind of hard to get into this game because, like, I've played so much Stardew that I know Stardew like the back of my hand. Going into this game, I'm like, what am I doing? Yeah, and at some point that I decided was now. Screw March. I hate March. March is the worst month. We're talking about March, right? Like the month March. Yeah. I hate March. April is so much better. April is the better month all around. Not gonna lie. Best month. Peak month is April. There is no month better than April. And if anybody argues otherwise, then they're a March fan. Screw March. How about I march into your march? Wait. Hemlock is a dad? I knew that already. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that. I got the brain of an entomologist, and whatever it is. I know what it is. Why does Bro look like a Persona best friend character, and yet he has a child? Gotta catch 'em. Catch 'em all like Pokemon. Let's go. My life is like a video game. My life is like a Pokemon game. Bro looks like he's about to send out 6 Caterpies and then wonder, oh, but I have so many Pokemon. How could I have lost to a singular starter? They're all like level 2, and my Fennekin, which has Ember, which is like super effective against Caterpie, is like a level 10. Honestly, this Pokeball is actually pretty cool. I like owning a physical Pokeball. Bold of you to assume that I won't bring them all here. I am gonna flood this in with so many bugs. So many bugs. So many bugs. So many bugs. This game comes with as many tools as there is a toolbar. I guess inventory management is going to become a pretty real thing pretty quick. About that. Yeah. Yeah, no, never mind. It doesn't really need to be. It doesn't really matter. Honestly, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Anyways, time to get myself down to 0 stamina so I can make the most advantage of that perk I just bought. Thank you. Now I get more stamina tomorrow. Sometimes forget how sensitive this mic is. Oh yeah, and the game is just basically like instead of dying. Grab some of this stuff. Let me give out some gifts. Some gifts to people. Some gifts. Some gifts. Gifts. I'm all about that gift grift, if you know what I'm saying. That gift grift. Gift 'em and grift 'em. Grift the grift. Grift the gift. Front line. Wait, 1, 2. Three. If I had a nickel for every single character in this game that had a name that ended in "ein," I'd have like 3 nickels. It's not a lot, but it's weird how it's happened thrice, right? Where's everybody in the tap-in? Is it Thursdays that everybody goes to the tap-in? Are you playing Stardew right now? Why does he look so angry? It keeps getting better. Rolls eyes. What are you putting in the relish? What's your secret to making me suffer so much? I wanna fight it. That kid's gonna grow up. That kid is gonna grow up to be a shonen protagonist. Rich history, like dragons. Oh my gosh, like dragons. Wait, let me go check something real quick. Oh. I hope the game autosaves. Wait, that was a while ago though, wasn't it? Yeah, that sucks. Man. Well, I guess I can at least expend my energy more efficiently. Progress lost. Control copy, control V, Stardew Valley, starter quests. I guess that's true. Did that? Oh, okay. I guess I lost the day's progress. Sadly. So I just need 4 more of these. And I can spend the rest of my energy on stone. To be fair though, like, that's most game design. Like, what Stardew Valley does works, and it works pretty well. There isn't much reason to reinvent the wheel. Like, getting you to know all of the characters, getting you to learn the mechanics, stuff like that. It just helps a lot. Wait, you're farming like Field of Mistria farming game? That's so crazy. I'm so close, but so far away. Okay. I gotta press Q to use the shrine. But you said you were playing Limbus Company. Oh my gosh. How could you be so good at doing so many things at once? She's just being like polite. Probably. Okay, good. Her name's Raina. I was worried for a few months she was like Josephine, and so every single character who has a name that ends in "ine" was just like hanging out together. But yeah, like I don't know if this game's gonna reach the same popularity that Stardew does. We do live in a very like oversaturated farming market. But at the exact same time, I feel like this game is definitely gonna like go on most people's lists. I'm sad. Oh, it's you. I can't believe it. It's the German from Hunter x Hunter. In the flesh. See, like that's... I just love the fact that you can shop without somebody needing to be there. Honey. Huh. I'll take note of that. Lewis, I don't think we're in Stardew Valley anymore. Oh my gosh, it's Hayden. Iron ingot, let's go. Silver ingot, let's go. I love silver ingots. They're so great. One time I had a silver ingot so unbelievably great. I put it in a cheese grater. And then I do not know where I'm going with this. It's a little bit disappointing. How did that go? How did dating a silver ingot go, Arbidabina? I bet it was hard to get a sliver of attention. Oh man, yeah, that sounds about right. I bet it really has the opportunity for sliverware on you. Silverware on you. Okay, now what? It's VS's birthday. How can it be March's birthday if March is... Oh wait, March is in spring. Someone's birthday. Hemlock. Final birthday in the game. Mm-hmm. 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 Literally, there's not much else for me to do. Let me go to sleep. Guys, I get strong vibes that I am going to be eating a sour whitehead after this stream. Not after, but at the end of this stream. Sadly, I vastly inarticulated how much I'll be able to do. Remember, classic YouTube vibe, right? I actually kind of want to see if I can maybe get, like, an opening or something. I got turnips. Like, just a little short thing that can play just for fun at the start of every stream. Essence. A free drink. Oh my gosh. Get more stamina. Okay. rocks. I must collect stone so I can get stoned. Mining level. Let's go. Oh, okay. Well, I am definitely going into my Mindscape right now. I just spent a few moments being like, whoa. The grass, like, moves like you're inside of it. Okay. I can definitely feel like my energy wanes at the end of these streams. Is it possible to sell? Nope. Okay. You see something. That was valuable. Lets that slide. Okay, well. But I gotta. Okay, geez, game. The game's just gonna be like this, I guess. Okay. Brought those two. Okay. Now to sell those. The thing about early on in these games is how much, like, the amount of money that you make early on does so much for how much you make later. Because you're constantly investing and then reinvesting and then reinvesting. So, like, until you can reach the point where you really can't physically water, water more plants than you already are, then you're pretty much doomed. Not doomed, but, like, you know. You pretty much are just constantly need to be farming as efficiently and making money as efficiently as possible so you can get enough seeds, so you have enough critical mass, pretty much, to just start making a ton of money. And, of course, once you reach the point where you have animals, that's where the game really, like, will start to open up. Because that's the point where you no longer have to reinvest money into making money. And so you just get this passive bit of money. Okay. See you, Ibidabina. To be honest, there's only like 45 minutes at most left in the stream. Like, not even 45, like 35. Thanks for tuning in. See you later. Hopefully at the next stream as well. Oh, yeah, really? I would definitely try to tune in and watch you if you did. It's kind of interesting. I remember going into streaming, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be like not too difficult. And then it actually is a bit of a process of learning, and there's a bit of a learning curve. Not to mention there's a lot of dealing with very minimal people and not the most active chats. Frankly, until you build, like, once again, like, a critical mass of a community, it kind of is just struggling to stay afloat a little bit. But yeah, it's fun. I don't know what it is about today. I think it might just be this game because I don't have to focus as hard on it, which helps. Like, part of my issue that I had with Half-Life 1 is Half-Life 1 I had to like be super focused in the moment. Otherwise, I wouldn't really make progress. But here, I can really just do well, I guess. And I can just talk about whatever. The only thing that like really is gonna be interesting is I need to learn how to edit. I'm thinking about it. This was actually a pretty good stream. I'm gonna go watch it over after this. I think I'm gonna wanna then edit it down and like just release it as a full YouTube video and see how that goes. I don't think it's gonna be anything like be too popular or anything, just considering I don't really have like the quote unquote style down or whatever else. But I definitely have like I must fight against Queso. Does he stream at the same times I do? I mean, that's true. But that's pretty much gonna always be the case. But like, not everybody's watching Queso right now. But there is a point there. Pretty much for me to, in theory though, grow as a streamer, I need to be better than almost every single other streamer. I think Queso has an interesting vibes. Like, does Queso have... Wait. Bro. Then what makes you want to watch a streamer? I mean, there is a point there, though. Like, I have to be better. I have to be a better streamer than pretty much not every other streamer, but like 90% of the streamers out there. I have to be more active. I have to like do this, so many things better than most streamers. And like to achieve growth, there's just a ton that I've got to do, you know? I mean, like, part of the thing, like, you look at content and stuff. A big thing is just, like, a lot of popular streamers do stuff the way that they do. Like, Mr. Beast, I guess. Like, others. The people who make content where it's just like, yes, this is content. Where they're like, I let XXX, like, some gimmick for their stream, right? Those streams, they are done because the people who are streaming, like, no, like, necessarily offense, and, like, they already kind of know this. they're not going to be the funniest streamer. They're not going to be the best at gaming. They're not going to be the best at this or this or this. So instead, they make up for it with creativity and with trying to be more entertaining, I guess. I feel like streamers like, say, IT Game, Gemma, etc., these streamers, while yes, they have creative content, and they do well with like the naming scheme, stuff like that, challenges, largely, their content is just them playing games. Because they're funny, and they're good at gaming. Or at least good enough at gaming. Like, IT Game's good enough at gaming, I would say. But especially just like the funny bit, like, they're funny, they're entertaining, they do good with chat, and like they work with chat to make fun bits, so people watch them. I should. There's a lot of other stuff I should watch. Actually, I've been rewatching Pokemon X and Y. Because I can just put it on the background without paying too much attention to it. But oh my gosh, Pokemon X and Y is like such a good Pokemon show. I'm just like remembering in my brain the episodes that I remembered watching, and it's just like there's an entire episode where Serena like reconciles. Oh, Edgerunners? I guess, yeah. Typically for a show like that, like, I don't really care too much English versus subtitles, because a show like that I want to be watching actively anyways. You know what I mean? Like, it is already going to be something that I want to actively watch. Pokemon X and Y, like, seriously, Pokemon X and Y, so good. I feel like it's definitely, like, children's Pokemon, right? But it's, like, peak Pokemon. It's, like, peak Pokemon. The characters are great. Serena has a lot of development, stuff like that. Oh, yeah, no, that's definitely a watch on the iPad show. Well, watch when I'm home alone. Actually, save my progress. I'm gonna go take a quick break, and then I'll be back. Okay. I'm back. Actually, something that took a little bit to get used to was just being live and content. Well, yeah, like, within YouTube content, you're able to edit it down. And, like, admittedly, I haven't really made YouTube content. But, like, still, I have... Oh, yeah. It's getting used to the fact that, like, things are live. Oh, what's Queso streaming setup? Crap, I forgot to go to the thing. That's it. I am becoming a hermit. Interesting. Yeah. Does Queso like make videos on YouTube though? I'm wondering that. Or is it just VODs? No, yeah, it looks like he has actual like edited down stuff. Am I right about that? Yeah, it looks like he still has like a much more natural vibe though, even then. I guess there is a point there about that. But like, remember what I was saying before, like, oh, it's all VODs? Okay. It's like, Queso, I think, grows doing what he does because he's just a really good streamer. Like, I would argue that there's a certain point, like, I'm starting to look at what actual streaming ends up looking like. Like, RT Game is a variety streamer. He just does what he wants. He plays what he wants. He does like, oh, I'm gonna build Legos this stream, and it's great because RT Game as a personality is great. He's entertaining, you know, and that is opposed to me per se, of which I have to figure out: am I gonna be like entertaining enough that I can carry my content on my own, or would I ultimately have to sacrifice somewhat and, I don't know how else to put it, like, be a little bit gimmicky sometimes. Lean into gimmicks, let me be better, but still. Yeah. I think a conflict with chat can be very good. It depends on the streamer, obviously. I know Gemma has a big conflict with his chat sometimes. I sort of have to decide whether or not I want to be beefing with chat or just like chilling with chat. Because once again, that's the other thing, right? Like, some streamers are super duper heavy on like the actual entertainment and humor and stuff. RT Game, I feel, has a lot of humor, but some of his streams are just chill. He's just like, okay, I'm gonna be doing this, and then he does. Well, like I said this earlier, though, like, there are some content creators I know that, I mean, I love them. They're great content creators. But it's kind of just interesting looking at their approach. Like, J-Slot. J-Slot has, like, this super duper, like, that's a, like, what J-Slot does is he basically records, let me gather my thoughts. he has like his TikTok streams, right? Like he has these streams that are fairly, like he knows they're gonna be successful. He knows he can make clips out of them, and he's gonna get a lot of views that way. He knows he can edit them down. Like he knows all of these things about these streams that he does. And ultimately, what he also knows is that even though what he's doing isn't necessarily his passion, and he's more so just being like almost a comedian, right? Like he's just going up, being funny for like an hour or two, and then ending stream. He has his content where he gets to be a little bit more serious and down to earth, less funny. And that's like his weekly slap. He's got like, he had Choco Sandwich, which I think was halfway there. But like, you look at like the weekly slap of me building a house while in like Minecraft or real life. Actually, I was thinking, wouldn't it be funny if I played like Hades 2 or something? But every single time I died, I had to like go clean up a piece of my room and crap. Just leaned into the slob joke, I guess. Chat, if I die, I'll have to go take a bath. It's actually so silly as a concept. Chat. Next person to donate, if somebody donates $1,000, I'll take a bath. Was that a brick to this wall? Okay, let me actually skip this since I've already gone through it this stream. But yeah, I've been enjoying streaming. I think I can do better at it. I don't know why, but today I feel much more able to talk. I think it's just a different kind of game. This might be more my kind of game to play. Similar to how like TCG TCG Shop Sim was. I think there's also like there's a lot of gaming the system, which is like I've kind of come to expect it. I mean, I've grown up watching content creators who are doing this, right? Like who stream like this, who do stuff like that, where they're like, I'm gonna play the game that's popular right now. I'm gonna play right? And a lot of it also is throwing crap at a wall to see what sticks. I think. Like, I'm gonna see whether or not this edited stream is successful. And that's not really gonna change whether or not I'm gonna be playing this right now because I'm small. But if I start reaching the point where I'm consistently getting at least 100k views, there's gonna be a point where I'm gonna have to make decisions of, should I continue doing like, this sort of stream? Should I be doing like 20 of these streams where I only get like 100k views when they edit it down, versus these streams where like, I get 1 million views, that sort of deal? Like, that kind of ends up being questions you have to ask. And I don't know if I'm going to reach that point. Who knows? I feel like I'm thinking way too far ahead with that, but it's just, I am thinking about how can I achieve, I guess, growth as a streamer. What things are going to get me viewers? And I know that like YouTube videos are a big part of that, because YouTube videos are always there, so people can always see them. They're going to get recommended by the algorithm. They're shorter, so people are more willing to watch them. And I guess, fourth of all, if there's anything, they do still, like, bring in money. Like, streams bring in money through some methods, but, like, YouTube videos really, like, not really like that. Like, streaming still brings in money, but, like, all things considered, YouTube ultimately, eventually, if you start reaching a popular point, it also does give you something. So it's not like you're just spending all of this time for what is a glorified advertisement, I guess. That's the better way to put it. And like I sort of feel like as a streamer, I want to be like a bit more real with an audience about the realities of what it probably ends up being like. I think one of my favorite, like what I like about Schlatt is Schlatt feels like he's funny, he's entertaining. He also feels like, depending on, like, he almost has an iceberg of layers. But like, if you go to the deeper layers, if you go watch the weekly slap or whatever, he kind of just lets his like streamer I need to entertain down, and just lets himself be real. But I think I want to be a little bit more, I guess, like that in general. Because ultimately, a lot of this is going to be... A lot of streaming is gonna be gimmicks, challenges, stuff like that. It's just the reality of making content, of being a creator, of doing stuff to entertain people. Because ultimately, that's the goal, to entertain people. And like, my goal right now is largely to maintain a, how do I put it, like, I want to like create a vibe similar to a lot of the YouTubers I grew up with, like from Dan TDM to like Peanut Butter Gamer and Game Theory and stuff. Like, here's a feeling like a more like 2010s YouTube vibe, right? Mid 2010s stuff, like, oh, you got an opening with music, you got this ending theme, you're just talking about video games, playing video games, just that sort of stuff. And hopefully being funny and entertaining along the way. But that's most of it. I will say that, like, I'm starting to, like, lose my energy for the stream to some extent. Not, like, in a bad way, just in a, like, I can feel it. But I definitely have been going a lot, like, I feel like I put a lot more into this stream, and I'm excited to watch it again to see how many dead spots I actually have, because I feel like on previous streams I've had a lot of dead spots. And I mean, you know, probably as time goes on, I won't be able, I don't know, like, I might not be able to be as real per se, and I might end up having to be more personality. And I also think there's gonna be a lot of, like, things I've just seen people, like content creators, talk about. They're like dealing with numbers and trying to make what they want to make, while mixing with the fact that they're dealing with the fact that some of the things that they want to do don't get them good numbers. And like trying to not pay attention to, like, oh, they made this joke, and suddenly, not necessarily like made this joke, but like they had a stream that had a very great viewer count and they did this thing, and then they did another stream with a different thing and they had a much lower viewer count, and trying to like get out of the mindset of trying to maximize viewer counts. But all in all, I plan on streaming a lot more, having fun, just doing what I want to do, and you'll see where it takes me. I also, like, what kind of sucks is, from what I've seen, to be successful at this, to be successful at streaming, to do a lot of streaming, you have to love it. You have to love making videos, editing. You have to love, like, making stuff, right? It's just a matter of fact. If you don't have a genuine love for it, people are gonna tell, right? And so, if that doesn't exist, then you can't be successful. But then you reach this point where to be successful, you kind of have to do things that go against that love. If that makes sense. Like I've been thinking about it today. Like, to be able to successfully stream, you have to do things that aren't necessarily your passion, that you aren't necessarily passionate about in the moment, but it's what people enjoy watching, so you gotta do it. Right? And so you end up having this thing. So you end up having this thing where to be successful, you have to love streaming, but that also means that you inherently have to deal with the fact that your love is going to be tested, and you kind of have to, like, figure out how to maintain a balance between that love and balance between actually, like, staying afloat, I guess, and with growing your channel, growing your brand, whatever. The more, like, career-oriented stuff. Anyways, we are approaching the end of the stream. Rank 3, let's go. This was a fun stream. I actually really enjoyed playing this. We're gonna see how Half-Life goes. I might choose to not. Like, I think I'm definitely gonna play through Half-Life 2. But, like, Half-Life... But, like, I don't know if I'm going to play through Episode 1, Episode 2 on stream. It just depends on how Half-Life 2 ends up going and how it feels. Anyways, as I promised, I didn't reach 1,000 gold, or, like, the end of spring, or any whatever else, so... Let's see if I can tough through this. Oh, man. I'm salivating. Yep. I mean, I do like these. So it's maybe not much of a reaction, but yeah. That's a warhead. Oh, man. It's weird. Because it's simultaneously unpleasant and kind of pleasant. Okay. I'm gonna quit out the game. Well, first I'm gonna save. Get saved. Let's quit out the game. And I'm gonna put on the ending music. I feel like this was a good stream. I enjoyed it. See y'all Thursday with modded Half-Life 2. I kind of realized that just playing straight Half-Life 2 would be kind of boring, so there's a bunch of meme mobs I've seen, and I've always wanted to play Half-Life 2 in a ridiculous manner, so it should be fun. Good night, y'all.